Hello everybody, this is Rob and welcome to the Pig's Pen, or as we call it in Dutch, de Zwijnenstal. I have a very special guest today. The extremely funny and equally beautiful Karrie Fonte, who is the head of education at the Ruusol company. Now, Lane and me might have started the brand, but Carrie here is she is Carriepedia. She knows the Reuzelpedia. She knows everything. So we're gonna do this one. I hope to be able to do another one maybe next year when you come back, because then you can send me a whole list of questions because she literally knows everything. So we're gonna play a couple of games with our products, but I'm gonna ask some questions too, and we're gonna start with this one. So Carrie.
Rob.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah? You know I love you. So this is gonna be fun. You just ended a week of education because you had Scumbassador week. So everybody that's gonna, you know what? What does it mean? Because I get this question a lot on Instagram. How can I become involved in your brand, and what is it like to be a Scumbassador? So can you tell me what this week was like?
Oh my gosh, this week was amazing. We had 14 candidates, all from Europe, around the world, joined us here. We do this once a year, and it's to support the distributors and to grow the Ruusol brand. So if you want to be a Scumbassador, the first thing you should do is reach out to the distributor that you purchase your Ruusol from, introduce yourself to them, and tell them you want to be part of the team. If they have a need in the market, when I let them know that it's audition time, they'll let that person know, and then you send us a video. We watch the video. If we feel it's a good fit, if we feel that you're right, if we feel that you're going to represent us, we'll invite you to come to the training, and then you spend a week with us. And it is boot camp. We call it a retreat, and I have no idea why, because it's far from a retreat. Like, a retreat to me is I'm going to the spa, I'm laying down, I'm getting a massage, I'm having a beverage. This is 2 days of hands-on learning. It's presenting, and then of course, it always starts with you and Lane. You do a terrific demonstration for us.
Yeah, I think it was really fun, but I also see how nervous they are because they got to talk about the brand. They want to get involved in the brand. Now, what would you say, before we actually go to the product, what would you say if you want to become an educator? Is it all about skills or is it presentation? What would you rate high? And I know this is a hard one.
It's hard, yeah. I think it's your attitude. Because we can teach you how to cut hair, and I can teach you the products, and actually we can teach you how to present. But I think it's like that passion or that fire in your heart and your attitude, and that, I know it sounds super cheesy, because everybody always says, I love to see the light bulb go on when I'm teaching. But it really is true. You have to really like to mentor and help and grow and nurture others to be super successful in your career, and then that's what I like.
I don't think that's a cliche at all. I see the light bulb go on, and I do my demo every week at the Old School Barber Academy. But if you see the quarter drop, and you know what, I remember the quarter dropping with me, and now when I think back to my mentor, I hated him. But now, 30 years later, I think of him and I go like, yeah, I get it, man. I get what you've done there. But that's what I tell Duncan and Yona too. As an educator, you literally change lives.
You really do.
Yeah, maybe not right, but people will always, there have always been teachers in my life that later on I'm like, but.
There was a phrase I heard, a person I used to work with at another company, and she always said, people won't remember what you tell them, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And I think that's what happens when we teach a class. So I just told this group, if you teach a class and someone says, oh my God, Carrie, I hope I can be as good as you someday, I've done a really bad class. But if someone says, oh my God, Carrie, I can do that now, thank you, my work is done. It's been a spectacular class.
Well, I've seen some of the Scumbassadors yesterday when we went out to dinner. And the difference with how they came in and how they left, awesome. You did a great job.
Thank you, Rob.
Now, we go to the next, the subject? No, the topic.
Topic.
And it's called? Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have the right woman
Yeah,
here.
I know. No. See, we get a lot of questions about the Ruusol products, and we have a huge line. If there is one thing I get from corporate, it's like, Rob, there are other products than the pink. And I go like, oh,
That
really?
probably is me.
Oh, really? Really? So I was like, you know what? I am going to show you my 3 favorites.
Okay.
And then afterwards, you're going to talk about your 3 favorites.
Deal.
And one of the things that I say in my classes is there is a barber for every client and there is a client for every barber. Of course, there is a product for every kind of hair, but I also think that everybody, no matter what brand you use, and again, I think everybody should use Ruusol, but of course there are other great brands out there. But you always have that one product that you just learn to trust. Now, if you can translate that trust that you have in a product to a client, you got a client for life using your product. So I think that is a good one to go. Now,
Oh, you prepared ahead of the game.
yeah, fuck yeah, but
That's not fair. I didn't know that was happening.
No, yeah, but you know, it's my show. Come on, you're the
sorry,
guest.
I'm the bad guest.
I have a whole basket full of products.
Okay.
So now you got. I mean, I'm just gonna blabber, and you can think.
I
about,
am thinking.
Okay,
I'm not even listening to you anymore.
I know.
I'm
This is
thinking
like,
now.
oh my god, what am I gonna talk about, right?
Okay.
So, my all-time favorite, the pink, which is, and I know this, one of the hardest products to sell to a client. Yeah, because it's hard to wash out. It's super strong. It's oil-based. But you know, when we started Schorem, it was all about. People laugh about this, but this is, and it's a little bit of an inside joke, but when we started Schorem, and Lane and me, you know, Lane is my business partner. Yeah,
Right, I know Lane.
Of course
I
you
know Lane.
but to those who don't, Lane is my business.
Lane
And
is
he's
the business
definitely the business partner. I hope in interviews he calls me his creative partner. But we were, you know, we are really good friends, but we clash all the time. Now, when we clash or we don't have an answer to something, what we do is we always ask ourselves, what would Elvis Presley do?
It makes
Because
sense.
It makes sense, right? And people laugh and they go like, oh, Rob's joking. But I am joking, but I'm not completely joking. Because when we started the shop, we wanted to have this 30s, 40s feeling. And back in those days, every client used products on oil-based. So whenever people go like, oh man, this product, it's hard, I go like, yeah, but for us, it's the foundation of the brand. And especially in the beginning, we came out with red and green. So there was oil-based, water-based. There was a certain balance for us because we were there for the greasers. It's a culture, right? So for me, this one, it will always be in the collection because you know, I love how you really glue and stick, but still I get people in the classes that touch
The hairdresser way, like me.
the hairdresser.
Like me.
They're like, oh, yeah, right? So to everybody, one of my absolute favorites, but not the most commercial one, but it's part of our foundation. So, you know, I think we use this as the glue between the bricks we build our foundation of. Ooh.
Deep.
Deep, I
Deep,
know.
heavy.
So deep. And it's early in the morning, guys. But we go to another one of my favorites.
All right, let's see what's next. Oh yeah, no surprise.
People also ask me, Rob, if you would get stuck
On a desert island.
on a desert or deserted?
Oh, deserted. I'm
It's
wrong.
desert.
I don't even know my own language. You know it so much better.
I'm here with the American, but here's me knowing about a deserted island. They go like, Rob, if you get stuck on a deserted island, what products would you bring? And I go like, I would probably bring a bottle of Jack Daniels. Well, not anymore, but if I'm gonna be stuck on a deserted
What the heck
island,
then?
yeah,
Who
you know, I
cares?
probably start drinking again. A bottle of Jack Daniels and the Playboy, because what in the hell am I gonna do with a hair product on a deserted island? I mean, I don't have to show off for anybody. However, okay, yell it behind the camera is like,
dying.
Bring the green. Best lubricant that we made. That's horrible.
Oh my gosh,
There's
did you just say that?
Oh yeah, we cannot say that in the
We cannot say that.
Here we
Back to
got
seriousness.
the grooming tonic, or as we say in français, the tonique de mise en pli. Absolute favorite. I mean, our way of working, we do a haircut in wet hair. That's the sketch, and then we blow dry with the grooming tonic, and to see the complete shape, and then we do the rest of the haircut. But this one, I want to go as far that I cannot do my job without this one. This is for me not a grooming tonic, it's a cutting tool. So I would be lost without this one, absolutely lost. So you can use it for that. Now, the reason that you're here, the last time I saw you in Denver, you started talking about products, and I was blown away because just wait a second. I talk, but this one. But you wait. And what I loved is you started talking about, I think it was surf spray, and you talked about your own hair. Yeah, so I know with this one, curly hair diffuser, it's beautiful. And you can, and it's really nice to use it on most of the other products that we got, like all the matte products. If you want to restyle, it's a really nice product too. So I'm going to go to the last one.
All right,
and then
let's
it's
see
your,
it. I'm ready.
And then it's your turn.
I feel the pressure. I'm not ready.
Oh, you are so ready.
I wasn't going to listen to you, but I've been listening to you, and so I've been ignoring the bin with all the products, and now I feel stressed.
Oh, but we're going to do something else with the bin too.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Yeah. It's going to
Why did I say I would do this?
It's going to be exciting. You'll see.
Drum roll.
Okay.
Oh.
When we came out with the
Stinker.
first matte product, I was like, okay, because I am a bit of a fan of the high sheen stuff because it's what I do. I do my pompadours and everything, but I got a long hairdressing background too, and of course I know about matte products. We got 4 matte products, I think. No, 5, including the powder. We're gonna talk about that later.
Okay.
However, this is a matte concrete hold. When it came out, okay, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I was like, do we need this?
Yes.
Oh man,
Yes.
how we needed this so bad. Because honestly, this works on every haircut.
Every hair.
Every hair, every haircut, whether you do your pompadours, but what I really like is how I like my classic pomps, but for those that know a little bit about our haircuts, I always add a lot of texture, like texture in the haircut, so hidden texture. And with this product, because it slightly comes loose during the day, and I don't know what the magic in it is, but it just makes the hair looks natural, but it still has its hold. So this one is I can trust on this one. If I put this in somebody's hair, everybody that comes back is like, man, it works in the morning, but it develops throughout the day. So I show you mine. I can see you're impressed. I hear this
I've
a lot.
always wanted to see yours.
Yeah, I get that.
I've always wanted to see yours.
I get that.
My life is complete.
What was your life before you saw it?
That's another podcast.
I know, and we might just throw that one in. However,
all right, let's see.
I got a bag of goodies here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and let's grab this, and let's grab. Oh, I really can only have 3.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I can just make you keep holding this nice heavy box as I'm looking. Okay.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls of all ages.
As much as I love to hear myself talk, as you can probably tell by now, listen to what's going to happen right now. Carrie,
Rob,
can you please
yes.
tell us something about the products that you picked? Why are these 3 your favorites?
It would be my pleasure. Thank you so much. Well, this is fiber pomade, and this is one of my favorite. One of my 3 I'm going to show you. Fiber pomade to me is the pomade that you can use on anybody's hair. I'm a stylist, a hairstylist, and I didn't use a lot of pomades when I was behind the chair, so they were kind of intimidating to me. But with fiber pomade, you can't go wrong. It's got a firm, pliable hold. It has a low shine or a natural finish to it, and you can use it on all hair types. I love that it's firm and pliable. Pliable gives me some time to work it through the hair. I'm not gonna put it in and it's gonna lock up and I can't rework and remove. I can go back and I can shape it and style it and get it looking just perfect. It's got fiber technology in there, and what that does is it gives it that pliability. It surrounds the hair strand, it gives it some plumpness, some fullness, and it's just really natural looking. Again, if you're in doubt, because we do have 8 pomades in the line, and if Rob and I took you through all of them and you say that one's good, and that one's good, and that one's good, and you don't know what the heck to pick, you can always go back to fiber pomade and it's gonna be the perfect one.
I love you. I love you. See, the cool thing is, this is what I should be doing on stages around the world. But I just go like blah 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 blah, and then in the end, anybody that's ever been to a show is like, I sometimes even forget to talk about the product. I'm like, oh, this is pink, bloop. This is what you do and it works. But hearing you talk about a product line, that we came up with. It's beautiful.
Oh,
because
thank you, Rob.
No, but really, you're so good at it. And I'm like, man, I can never do that, but it's so important to have somebody that knows this stuff. And I'm learning a lot. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
oh, yeah. Because for me, it's just like, I feel the hair and I'm like, that's what I need, And that's what I explain. But it's good to know theory too.
And a lot of people are like, why are you using that? I just don't know. It feels right. That's the artistic side.
Yes.
And then don't you worry, I got your tush covered. I'll do the product knowledge side.
Yeah, but this is so important because when you teach, especially when you teach classes, I found that the hardest when we opened the Old School Barber Academy and I think everybody that does hair knows this, right? Because you're like, because you know. You grab that guard because you can tell, you can see, you got experience. But when you teach somebody that doesn't know, you do not get away with because I say so, because I feel that.
Right.
That is not how you teach a class. You gotta have all that knowledge.
We just, as you mentioned earlier, had a Scumbassador training this week, and that was what I would say to them. The hardest thing is it here, and you have to get it from here, and you have to get it down, and then out of your mouth that someone can take that, pick that up, and then go with it. And that's probably the hardest part about educating.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm glad that you don't say all this on the stage, because then you wouldn't have a need for the Scumbassador team. So keep doing what you're doing, Rob. It's awesome.
Even if I want it, I can watch this podcast or whatever it is for 1,000,000 times, and I still could not do it the way you do. No, but I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. I learn, I watch, I learn, and I'm just going to be like, throw that in, and it works.
Thank you. This is my second favorite, and this is grooming cream. I love grooming cream. I probably shouldn't say this, but I hate the feel of product in my hair. Thankfully now I work for a men's line, but when I worked for a woman's line, it wasn't good to not like product in your hair. Grooming cream will not feel like you have product in your hair because it's a light hold, but it's for the gentleman who needs something to hold it into place. You want it to look polished, put together. You don't want things to go rogue and fly all over the place. But again, you don't want to feel or look like you've got something heavy weighing down your hair. Grooming cream is the perfect answer for you. Light hold, again, a lower natural shine, and then really terrific as a base for any of the other products. So you love pink grease. That's your favorite. But you mentioned pink grease isn't water soluble. It's not going to wash out easily. You need to do the degrease trio to get it out of your hair. But the trick is, if you put grooming cream on first, grooming cream is sitting on the hair, it's water soluble. Pink grease sits on grooming cream, it's going to wash out of the hair better. So it's a terrific foundation or base for any of the products, and especially great when using the greases. Top secret. I've now shared it. All right. Yeah.
Wow. See, and that's why I invited Carrie. Okay, let's go to the next one.
And this is clay spray. This is one of our newer products. I have curly hair. I blew it straight and made it kind of Miss America-like today to look cute, but in real life, it's all over the place.
I've seen her at the breakfast table in multiple hotels around the world.
The restaurant of multiple hotels.
Oh, honey, you always look pretty. But go on.
And I use clay spray. First thing about clay spray is you need to shake it because it does have clay in there, and the clay will settle to the bottom. So shake it throughout the day. I don't know why, but I always shake it upside down for some reason. I think I'm making it fall down where it should be. But shake it. The second thing is, while it's a spray, it comes out a little bit more in a stream. So you're going to want to put it in your hand first. What am I? I'm doing, I guess I'm holding it just so nicely, and Yella's having a good time with me. So you want to spray it in your hand first, and then you can take it and you can emulsify it and put it into the hair. If you spray it right into the hair, it's going to be a stream, and you're not going to have even distribution. Clay spray is a light hold. It's a matte finish, so there's no shine to it, and it does have clay in there. It has kaolin, which is a cosmetic clay, so it's gonna absorb the oil and get you that matte look, and it's gonna get you that rough, disheveled on purpose. I always say it's like day 2 hair on day 1. I like my hair so much better on day 2. It's a little lived in, it's a little messy, it's not so perfect, and especially when I'm wearing it curly, the curls get a little ropier and the waves separate, like you were saying, that texture. So clay spray is really terrific for that sort of hair. And as well, it's a nice topper. When you're done, spray it on, give a little squish, and you're gonna have some great texture and definition. Those are my 3 favorite products.
I love that. I love it. I have so many more questions because
did I mess up my hair?
I'm actually really, really enjoying this.
All right.
But what we're gonna do next?
Let's do it.
What we're gonna do next is where's the tie?
There was we're going in a whole new direction.
Techniques. Oh, there we go. So now we're gonna okay, hold the mic.
Oh no, you're gonna make me talk with.
No.
Oh, what do you do? Oh.
Wait a minute.
This.
Sorry, this is the only thing I could find. I know with the hat I'm wearing, combined with the mustache, you probably think I'm walking around with handcuffs. But
you kind of like a village people.
I know. It's a look. So what I'm gonna do here now?
Oh.
I am gonna take out a product
randomly,
and you are gonna tell me why it's so amazing.
I will be happy to.
Okay. What is it?
I know you're showing me the back of it.
Oh,
it's. I don't have my glasses on. I think it's 3-in-1 tea tree shampoo, conditioner, and body wash.
Oh,
is that what it is?
Interesting.
No, you can't have the old lady on without her glasses. The writing's too small. See? You're
3 T.
Yeah, guys.
No, you're right. That's
the color.
what it is.
Oh, hold on.
No.
Wait, I'll smell it. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
That's the other thing too that we never talk about. Is how
Fragrances.
great. Oh my gosh. I'm that woman in the store that the salespeople hate because I open and smell everything before I buy it.
Okay. So before we go on, fragrances, right? So I don't think a lot of people know this, but what happens is, so we come up with a new product and we get samples. Mm-hmm. They get sent in from the US, from our headquarters in Denver, and they end up at Schorem. So our boys, our hairdressers, our barbers. Yeah, they test it out on clients, of course, but also the fragrances, and they all write down what they love, and they also ask clients, can you smell this one, that one? But what I do is I take the samples to Knetter Clothing. So it's the clothing shop down the street that we always work with. Whenever you see a beautiful suit in one of our photo shoots, it's usually from Knetter. So, but they have a very big lady clientele. So what I do is I put them on the desk and I ask the ladies what they like. So we have opinions from everybody, and then you see the answers are so different. But I think fragrance is one of the most important things in a product, because fragrances, man, it's music and it's fragrances that bring back the memories or give you certain emotions, right?
100%. And I'm just gonna dip in here for a second because like hair tonic, whenever we open hair tonic, you know this probably more than I do, but anytime we teach a class and we open hair tonic, everyone says that the fragrance reminds him of when he was a little boy and he went with his father or his grandfather to the barbershop. Yeah. It just is that nostalgia, just what you said. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Exactum window?
It's exactly that. And you know what? Some memories are not even real memories. And and that is a weird thing. But sometimes a fragrance, when we opened our shop, it was the soaps, the pomades, there was a certain fragrance. Even if you hadn't smelled it, It's what you pictured in your head a certain place would smell like. And I truly believe in that. I also think the power of the barbershop, that it is a place that does not change. Our walls are green. There is not a client. If I'm gonna paint the walls pink tomorrow, everybody's gonna be like, why? It was great the way it was. You know, in a world changing faster than ever because of the internet, these places are the pillars of society. And that's the same thing with fragrance. You want Schorem to smell like that, exactly like that, because it makes you relax. It's a ritual.
Exactly. Fragrance is that powerful. So we went way off, which I love. But I had one other thing too to add into what you had just said.
There we go.
But then I'll come to 3-in-1 tea tree shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. But you were saying that you take it to the clothing store and the women smell it. There's this really interesting fact, ladies, that one woman influences 6 men in her life, and this is true.
Oh, wait a minute. So bring it on.
So for you saying that, whether it's her father or her husband or her brother or her son or her nephew or her uncle or whoever it is, or a friend, we influence 6 men. And a lot of times a man will use something for the first time because the woman in his life brings it home. So when those women are smelling it, if they really love it, they're going to come ask you, hey, Rob, what was that product and where is it? And they're going to buy it and they're going to take it home for the man in their life. So you are so smart letting us women have a say in what happens here at Ruusol.
Look, there is this one fragrance that I probably should not, but you are right. It's right. True. Somebody once said something about a certain fragrance that I used, and that and I love my little, but that one, till the day I die,
when you want
will be in my, because, you know, it brings back that particular memory. And I hope a particular somebody is not watching this podcast.
Okay, so product now. Let's go on. Move forward.
Tea tree.
3-in-1 tea tree shampoo, conditioner, and body wash.
Tell me all about it, Carrie.
Okay, I'd love to.
3-in-1. Oh my God, that's a bargain, isn't it?
It's a deal. Such a deal. This is our most conditioning of all of our shampoos that we have in the line. We do have 3 shampoos in Ruusol, and this is the most conditioning. It's ideal for thicker hair, coarser hair, highly textured hair, longer hair, anything that tends to be a little dry and needs that extra moisture, because it is gentle enough to be a body wash and a conditioner. It does have tea tree in there. Tea tree is known for its antiseptic properties and keeping the scalp healthy. Everything in our shampoos and conditioners is all about scalp health. We want to create the optimal environment for the hair to be able to thrive. What's really nice about this is it's just so easy for the gentleman that he's like a no fuss, no muss kind of guy, and he just wants to have 1 bottle in the shower, boom, here you go. 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, and it has that beautiful eucalyptus menthol fragrance to it, which is how we got on the whole fragrance subject. So
I know. And it tingles.
It has, like it's a little refreshing. So
yeah, I know.
Be careful with the body wash part. Is that where you're going?
I'm not going anywhere.
And let's move on.
I'm just saying I got a big bottle in my shower.
Next.
Yeah. You know what? Here we go.
Take this one out so you don't call it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Go again. Ooh. All right, this is really one of my favorites. Well done. Refresh, no rinse beard wash. Oh my gosh, do you know that phrase, the greatest thing since sliced bread? Rob and I were talking about American phrases and how every culture has a phrase. That's our phrase, the greatest thing since sliced bread. So.
Wait, still waters run deep.
Yeah.
I learned this one today.
Like, still waters run deep.
Still waters run deep. In Dutch, it's stille wateren hebben diepe gronden.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Be careful for those quiet ones that seem super nice and calm. Quiet and super nice and calm. That water is running deep, and it's going to go over the edge someday. I can only wink with this eye, so I have to turn. It's not. I can't be subtle. I can't. I don't know. I can't do that.
I like that about you.
I can't look at this one. So this is a spectacular product. Every stylist and every barber should have it on their station. Again, I'm a stylist. I used to work behind the chair, and there was many a day I would go in for the beard trim, and there was some funk happening there. Whether he was a smoker, or he had lunch and had some garlic or some onions, and it was in the beard, or just naturally manly. No, just naturally manly. Had a little bit of
whiskey,
some sweat happening there. It just wasn't
gorgonzola cheese
falling right out. Came right out.
Fish bones. Sorry.
That's okay. We digress.
Roald Dahl has a great story about it. I don't know what it is in English. The Ruusels.
What is it?
Yeah, well, it's about this dirty guy, and there's like so much dirty shit in his beard, birds flying out, whatever.
Could almost find Jimmy Hoffa in there.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
the
absolutely.
mobster boss missing for a million years. Where's Jimmy Hoffa? In that man's beard. So before you go in to do a beard trim, first of all, we have a methodology and a way in which we like to trim the beard. And we say the first thing to do is to expand the beard to its fullest and natural shape.
Yeah.
But if you've got product or you've got sweat or you've got just stuff in there, you're never going to be able to expand it to the full shape, and you're not going to get a perfect, beautiful beard trim. So you need to clean the beard. But who is walking their patron over to the shampoo bowl, leaning his face on over and washing it? That's never going to work. This is your shampoo. It's really like a wet, dry shampoo for the beard. So you want to take your Refresh No Rinse Beard Wash, either on a slight angle like this or straight up and down, and you're going to get foam. Will you please hold this, fabulous assistant? Hold it nicely like I do. Thank you so much. And then you're going to want to work it through your hands, and it's going to instantly dissolve. Would you be a model as well?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. I put a little too much for your fabulously handsome goatee, but there you go. Hold on, I gotta rub it in where there's not on my hand. There it is. It's gonna instantly remove any kind of oil, any kind of buildup, any product that you've got going on in there, and it's truly gonna refresh, as the name implies. It's got this great spearmint citrus fragrance.
I feel fresh.
Rob is fresh. Somebody once told me it smelled like a mojito. Maybe that's why I like it so much. But it's just, citrus mint. And what's so nice is that it's not wet, it's not dripping, it didn't run off my hands. So you sit down for a beard trim, a little refresh in your hands, work it through, product is gone, oil and grease is gone, smell is gone. You can expand the beard and give it its beautiful final shaping. And then the consumer, your patron, he should buy it and take it home as well, because if throughout the day he felt a little greasy, was a little oily, not so clean or fresh, he can just pop it right onto his beard, and it's as if he had gone ahead and washed it. It's an instant cleansing for that beard. It's one of my favorite. It's
sweet.
We can do all of them.
Well, Carrie, it might not be a sexy story, but if it works for me, and I was actually really, I got hooked in it. So now I always have it at home, because when I started using it, weirdly enough, and apparently compliments do work on me, people literally started saying, "Oh, Rob, your skin looks so much better." I was like, why didn't anybody ever told me like, "Hey, Rob, your skin looks horrible. Maybe you should try some."
Say that.
You're in the Netherlands. You're in Rotterdam.
Oh yeah, you're gonna say that.
We
yeah,
go
you're
like,
not polite
"Oh my
like
God,
us
what
in the
did
States.
you have for dinner?
Oh,
your skin looks like a jar of mayonnaise, man. What have you?" But no, but really, so for me, it worked. And again, if people start saying stuff like that, "Oh my God, your skin looks so much better," I start believing in a product. And I think this is for everybody that actually owns a shop or. In my classes, I always say, don't sell bullshit. Right? I mean, you cannot, in a product line with 20 products, you cannot like any product. That is just not true. And, but if you believe in it, so for this one, man, I really believe, because it worked for me. For me, it's so much easier, especially with my male clientele, to go like, man, I've been using it, I'm getting compliments, my skin actually looks better. So for me, it's way easier to promote a product to a client when I believe in it.
Another one of my sayings that I learned a long time ago when I first started is, a sale is nothing more than the transfer of enthusiasm. And that's what you just said. There you go. You didn't even know that was my phrase, and you just did.
Can you do that one more time?
A sale is nothing more than a transfer of enthusiasm.
Dude,
bingo.
I'm totally going to use this in my classes.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? we can go on for another hour.
Okay.
But I think we have to do another one the next time you're here.
What's that phrase? Always leave them wanting more.
There is so much more to talk about, but the next time we're gonna do this, we're just gonna ask online if there are any questions, because you can combine all the products. Carrie here knows all the tricks of combine. I did not really try the one with the fiber cream. I'm definitely gonna try that one.
Spider-Man webs you'll
Yeah,
make.
but that is the cool thing, guys. When you use our Ruusol products, try and combine stuff. I see people do things on Instagram or the internet, and they go like, "Oh, I use this and this," and I go like, "Really? Is that a combo?" And then it works. I had this one guy shaving with the beard.
Serum?
Yeah, I don't know which one it was. Beautiful. And then another guy used fiber gel mixed with conditioner to work on curly hair, so it got strength, but also bounce. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I never came up with that one. So if anybody has any tips or tried combos that really work, tell it in the comments so people can play around. We can play around. I really appreciate that. Carrie.
Rob.
This was really so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thank you for doing this with me.
Yeah, I really hope we can do another one.
I do
but,
too.
For now, see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.